Next in the list is Dr. L.M. Suresh. And for people on the dais, let me mention that exceptions prove the rule. Dr. Suresh is a plant pathologist, and later on he contributed so much to the industry by involving himself with the crop improvement team in terms of developing many disease-resistant parental lines and hybrids. So he currently works with CIMIT based in Nairobi, Kenya. So with this, congratulations, Dr. Suresh. I request
15 days I work now. So
Sharad Deshpande to, oh, you're sorry, I thought I saw you there.
It's my pleasure and privilege to introduce and read the citation of Dr. L.M. Suresh. Dr. Suresh has worked passionately for the last 28 years and significantly contributed to the field of plant pathology. He supported the development of thousands of varieties, crop varieties. He established several world-class pathology laboratories, disease screening facilities for research, quarantine facilities, and seed health laboratories in India and sub-Saharan Africa. He has developed and optimized disease screening protocols for various fungal, bacterial, viral, phytoplasma and nematode diseases in maize and vegetable crops, which have supported the development and deployment of disease-resistant hybrids. He contributed significantly to the vegetable seed industry by developing and deploying disease-resistant vegetable hybrids in tomato, eggplant, hot pepper, okra, cucumber, gourds, watermelon, cauliflower and cabbage for Indian farmers, which helped to improve the productivity and significantly reduce the use of pesticides. His dynamism is blending professional research with customer focus led him to develop a module to train field extension workers and seed growers, which the Seminist Vegetable Seed Company nominated aptly as Gurukul. Dr. Suresh has also helped to uplift the livelihoods of millions of smallholder farmers in sub-Saharan Africa who grow maize as a staple crop. His work has contributed to combating maize lethal necrosis, which threatens more than 95% of the commercially grown maize varieties in sub-Saharan Africa. Dr. Suresh's research success has largely derived from screening around 250,000 maize germplasm from both public and private partners and contributed to developing and deploying more than 19 MLN tolerant resistant hybrids for the farmers in Eastern Africa. In addition, Dr. Suresh has been instrumental in standardizing disease screening protocol for important diseases of maize in sub-Saharan Africa. He is supporting in safe exchange of disease-free maize germplasm between Kenya and rest of the Africa and with the world with meticulous disease testing quarantine protocol. Dr. Suresh is dedicated to capacity building and skills transfer to prevent the further spread of MLN from Eastern Africa to Southern Africa and contain the spread within Eastern Africa. This is reflected in his supporting the training of more than 5,000 researchers, students, extension workers, private seed company executives, and farmers in rapid disease diagnosis, producing MLN disease-free seeds and its management practices across Africa. Dr. Suresh has guided 3 MSc and PhD students and advised many students in terms of plant pathology so far. He has mentored and trained many extension workers and research workers in disease diagnosis, producing disease-free seeds, disease management, and evaluating germplasm and breeding lines for disease resistance. Dr. Suresh grew up in Sagar Taluka of Karnataka and earned BS Agri and MS Agri from the University of Agricultural Sciences, Bangalore, and holds an MBA from the Indira Gandhi National Open University, New Delhi. Suresh earned the Executive Leadership Program from Cornell University, USA. He did his PhD at Kuvempu University, Shivamogga. The Foundation for Advanced Training in Plant Breeding, Atpbr, is pleased to recognize Dr. Suresh LM's contribution to the seed industry through his support to develop and deploy disease-resistant varieties and hybrids in several crops by awarding this Lifetime Achievement Award in Crop Improvement.
Honorable guests on the dais and off the dais, I'm deeply humbled and honored to be here, and also getting recognized from this important association in India. It's one of the most elite foundation in India, not just because of doing conferences, but considering the most potential agriculture for the future, as well as empowering and engaging the youth, which is most vital for the future agriculture. This is the most important foundation which I consider. And also, as one of the speakers said, I'm deeply humbled because Indian Norman Borlaug, Dr. C.D. Mai, whom I met first time in this dais. Yeah? And then also I work in the institution where Norman Borlaug has been contributed in that institute. So considering those two inspirations, it's not as simple. But most important, why I always consider to work in any region, in any crop, first is to consider a cause. When I took the opportunity to work in Africa, I consider there is a very big cause, because people are taking only 4 meals per day, not just because of their less resources, because the cropping is being threatened because of the most deadly devastating diseases. I considered some of the delegates here whether I should go to Africa or not. There are so many challenges, but considering the most potential challenges and also considering the opportunities, I consider that is the best opportunity to work there. After going there, I really saw there is a lot of need to work in agriculture to help the people of Africa. So when I saw a crop, maize is most important crop in Africa. That crop is almost 98% is susceptible to one of the most deadly disease for the viral diseases. 99% of the commercial hybrids are completely susceptible to that diseases. On that day, there is no hope. The whole Africa, almost 5 countries, completely on the brink of losing the food. Then we worked as a team in CIMMYT with all the collaborators, partners in Africa. Today, we have screened several thousand germplasms, not less than 250,000 germplasms. And any such diseases has to be tackled in a multi-pronged approach, not a scientist, not a discipline, not an organization, not institutions. Every player in agriculture has to come forward, put their best in their mind and passion, and dedicate to see a future agriculture to feed the real life. That becomes most important cause. And then after 5 years, when I look back, I think I could contribute through the team effort by delivering almost more than 19 hybrids, which are most helpful to the farmers. So here I want to make a point. Resistant and susceptible, when breeder says something and pathologist says something. To me, I only consider resistance is really difference is resistance, meaning it should give a best yield and stand alone until last day and give the best yield. Some of my colleagues like Dr. Girish Patel is here, we always work in several vegetable crops. So in that time also, now also, resistance means really farmers appealing hybrids. That type of work really helped the farmers. So today we could bring several hybrids, not just hybrids, converted several susceptible lines into resistance through MABC. We deployed gene editing technologies, and we deployed several other novel tools and technologies. So it is not enough. We need to train several officers for transboundary measures, and that is most important for any pathologist, which can only happen to strengthen the breeding program. They can't move the germ plasm from one place to another place. And AAC, this is the most seed-borne diseases. You will not imagine, just 1 month before, I got a call from a seed company. There, 1,000 metric tons of seed is rejected by a local government. Can you imagine 1,000 metric tons when it goes to soil, how much crop can produce? It's immensely very great loss. Such issues has to be addressed by a pathologist, and support the breeding team, support the national organizations, support the farmers. He should really think in most wide coverage. That is the role of pathologist. So today I thank organizers for considering me for this prestigious award. I thank all the honorable guests here, and especially Dr. Mai. I have been seeing you, sir, several occasions, but has been a great honor to see you. And you will not believe that the student and teacher relationship ends in the university, but my real teacher is Dr. Tiku has started, and he hired me in Sunseeds, and he has given me a camera, go and address this issue of bacterial wilt. And he's a real teacher, not just a breeder, and he's a very thorough gentleman. Dr. Sharan Angdi and several members are here. I sincerely thank Dr. Deshpande. He's been a very friendly man who has been always motivating me. You should do this, we should bring these technologies. And several such members, I can't take the name of many members, but most importantly my team, who make me to more productive. Without our teamwork, we can't do anything. So team could be breeding, team could be molecular breeding, our own pathology team. So all these efforts goes to their credit. And most importantly, I sincerely thank all my mentors, Dr. Prasanna BM, who has been instrumental in helping me and guiding me, and Dr. Prem Mehta, and several such dignitaries, and Dr. Malati, I can't forget her. She is the most inspiration for me. Yeah. So I thank one and all for their valuable motivations.